Hi again, Risa here, back with another episode of Ask Risa. This is my weekly video series where I answer some common wedding planning questions that you might be struggling with. And I know that other people struggle with them because I have been asked questions by all of my clients in the past. My name is Risa Weaver Enyon. I am a Sacramento wedding planner. My company is Risa James Events. So if you're in the Sacramento area and you need help with wedding planning, let me know. All my contact information is down below. You can find my website, all my social media accounts, or just leave a comment on this video and I will find it and I will follow up with you then. So this week, I want to talk about wedding toasts. And this is a subject that is near and dear to my heart. So I will probably get a little animated during this video because I have very strong feelings about wedding toasts and how to put together a good wedding toast. So my first piece of advice is actually for the couple getting married. And then the rest of the tips are for the people who are actually giving the toasts. So for the couple, try to limit the number of people who are giving toasts. You don't want toasts to be going on all night. Usually the maid of honor and the best man will each make a toast, and then typically the father of the bride or sometimes the parents of the bride will make a toast. It's getting slightly more common for the groom's father or parents to also make a toast at the wedding. Traditionally, they would have made a toast at the rehearsal dinner because traditionally the groom's family paid for the rehearsal dinner, the bride's family paid for the wedding, and so the parents made their respective toasts at the events that they were hosting. These days, where that financial breakdown is not so cut and dried, it is more common for both sets of parents or both fathers to make toasts at the actual wedding, which is fine. But that's about the limit. 4 toasts is about the maximum number you want. Don't invite your entire wedding party to make toasts. Don't invite random friends to make toasts. It's not a meeting about speeches. It's a wedding. People are there to party and have fun and drink and dance and eat food and celebrate with you. They're not there to listen to a bunch of speech. It's not the Academy Awards, let's be honest. So just make sure that you limit the number of people who are going to make toasts because it'll make everything better in the end. Now, the advice for the people who are actually giving the toast. My number one piece of advice is keep it short. Short, short, short. Absolute maximum of 5 minutes, no more. And 5 minutes is really even too long. It should be more like 3 or 4 minutes. And this goes doubly sure for the father of the bride. They are the biggest culprits when it comes to running overtime on toasts. I've had fathers of the bride talk for anywhere from 5 minutes to 15 minutes, and people lose interest. They get bored. No one's there to listen to you talk. Honestly, they're there to celebrate with the couple getting married, not to listen to the father of the bride drone on and on about her entire childhood. Like, nobody wants to hear that. So just don't subject the people to it, and they will thank you for it. A couple of anecdotes is totally fine. You do not need to rehash every experience of your life with the person that you're related to or close friends with in the couple. So it's important for the couple to reiterate to the people who are making the toast over and over again that they have absolutely no more than 5 minutes. Because when we put together the timeline, I build in 5 minutes per toast. And if the toasts go over, then we get off schedule elsewhere. And, there's always a lot of stuff that has to be fit in before the photographers leave at the end of the night. Toasts are one of the things that you want to capture on photo. I mean, you don't need 500 photos of toasts. A couple will do. But after the toast, we generally have, cake cutting and first dances and parent dances and all that sort of stuff. And we need to get all that stuff done before the photographers leave. And if the toasts go long, it throws off the whole schedule. So this is my bugaboo, is keeping toasts short. Next tip is keep it relevant. Keep it relevant to the couple. They're getting married. Like I said a minute ago, you don't need to rehash every single experience you ever had with either the bride or the groom. There was a maid of honor at one of my weddings a few years ago who talked for 15 minutes. She was the bride's cousin. She literally talked about every childhood experience they shared growing up, and it was horrible. People had to get up in the middle of the toast and leave because they had to go to the bathroom, and they couldn't wait any longer because they didn't know how much longer this person was going to talk. She just kept going on and on and on and on. It was awful. Everyone was super bored. So again, short, relevant, make it about the couple. Don't make it about you. It's not about you. Nobody cares about you. Let's be honest. I mean, it sounds harsh, but it's true. Nobody at that wedding is there to hear you talk. They are there to celebrate the couple getting married. So what you're saying should be about the couple getting married. Full stop. Next tip, make it heartfelt. It should be kind and heartwarming and, pleasant. Funny is okay. If you can be funny without being snarky, great. Everybody loves a funny toast, but snark has no place at a wedding, in a wedding toast. Even if you think that you're being funny, maybe run it past somebody first. The best example I can give of this is a father of the bride at one of the weddings I did in the past gave the weirdest toast I have ever heard in my years of doing this. And even before I was a professional wedding planner, in all of my years of attending weddings as a guest, I have never heard a more awkward toast, because he was talking about the bride when she was born. And I guess maybe she wasn't like the cutest baby. Sometimes babies are born and they're not that cute. She was a very beautiful young woman. And he was talking about how she wasn't that cute when she was born. And so her mother and him decided that she was going to be their ugly baby. Like, okay, that's weird, but whatever. Then he kept going and was talking about how when she started learning to walk or talk, she did something slow. I don't remember what it was. But then they decided she was going to be their stupid child. And at that point, I'm standing there listening to this going, what? What are you doing? This is her wedding day. Why are you talking about how you thought she was ugly and stupid when she was a child? Like, that doesn't even make sense. So, fathers of the bride, don't do that. Don't ever talk about how your daughter was ugly and or stupid when she was younger. Because even if you think it's funny, it's not. It was super uncomfortable. It was super awkward. I was uncomfortable. The other vendors were uncomfortable. And I know this because we talked about it later. We were like, what the hell was that? What was that? That was the weirdest thing we'd ever seen. So yeah, be kind, be normal. Don't be weird or awkward and make everybody uncomfortable. Like, seems like it should go without saying, but apparently it does not. Okay, moving on. My next tip is to write your toast down, whether it's on your iPhone or on note cards or on the back of a napkin, whatever. I don't care. Just write it down, because especially if you're not used to public speaking, there's a good chance that you're going to get flustered. You're going to forget things. Maybe you'll forget something and then you'll want to go back to it, and then the flow of your toast is all wrong. If there are any jokes in your toast, there's a good chance you're going to mess up the punchline if you don't have it written down. So you might be able to memorize your toast and you might be fine, but just have it written down and have it with you up there when you're giving the toast, so that you can refer to it if necessary, because I assure you there's a greater than 50% chance that you're going to need to refer to your notes. And then my last tip is, again, something that should be obvious, but a lot of people seem to miss this, is that it's a toast. You're supposed to make a toast, offer a toast to the couple at the end of it. It's not just a speech. You don't just kind of end and shuffle off into the night. So take your drink with you when you go to do the toast. You're probably going to be standing near the sweetheart table or the head table. That's generally where we do toasts. So you'll have the microphone in one hand and you'll have your notes in the other hand. So go up with your drink and your notes. Put your drink on the table, take the microphone from the DJ, you've got your notes, you make your speech, you refer to your notes as necessary. Then at the end, put your notes down, you pick up your drink and you raise your glass and you make a toast. Here's to, Helen and Bill. May you live a long and happy life together. May you have a very successful marriage. Something to that effect. This is not that hard. It doesn't have to be, Shakespearean levels of wordcraft. Just make a toast to the couple and everyone should raise their glass and join you in the toast. That's the whole point of the toast. And it's a surprising number of people leave that part out. They just don't. There's no actual toast at the end of their toast, which makes it just a speech, which is not the point. So, climbing down off my soapbox, those are my tips for wedding toasting. If you follow these tips, you will be in good shape and people will enjoy your toast and no one will hate you at the end of the wedding. So there you go. If you have any questions about toasting or anything else, feel free to leave a comment. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a like. And I will be back next week with another video. I do these every week, and you can find all the rest of them on my Risa James Events YouTube page. There's a playlist for all of the Ask Risa videos. Until next time, bye for now.